on her, and you even said that it was, if it came down to your religion or her, you would choose your religion first. So if you want to think about it, you committed adultery first.
No, I wouldn't say I cheated, because you have to remember.
You know what? Because let me say, these are the types of abandonment and adultery and whatnot, and not only in body but in thought and mind. And you moved on with your life, and essentially said to your wife, "You either coming along with me or you're getting left behind." And that's exactly what you set up in her mind. She was no longer important to you. You set the groundwork for this.
Not only
So
that, Mark, and this is
she
something that I
went
think a lot of
looking for
Christians don't take
someone.
into account, which was that you actually committed idolatry by putting your Jehovah's Witness belief above Scripture, when Scripture says for you to take care of your family and to be a teacher. You thought being a teacher, it seems that you thought being a teacher was something like just spit out all this information. And that's not what it is.
No, whenever Molly's saying that I cheated, the way Molly's using the word cheated actually means this, like, it's sexually.
No,
false.
No. See, you're putting words in my mouth now, and I was specific in saying that it was within the mind, the heart, and the soul, in your words. Because you made it, you may not have said it directly to her, but your actions let her know that she was no longer the priority in your life. She was not the one that you were going to be focusing on, that she was going to take second place to your new life, your religious beliefs. You know what you did? You misrepresented yourself to her. Because you did.
I would agree with that, Molly. Like, I would say that, that I love God first, and then.
Yeah, see, you'll agree with that, but you won't take responsibility for your other actions, because you're going to hide behind your verse and script and saying that you were doing the godly thing and doing things within the sight of God. But I'm still talking. You put your family aside for your religion. You absolutely 100% did. You made it clear in here that if it came down to it, you would choose your religion over your wife and your daughter. That either they had to jump on your train or it was pulling out of station without them. And if you don't think she was not aware of that and did not know that, you are fucking dumb. So why would she not go from having a husband who was there for her, who was a provider, who all of a sudden changes their religious belief, changes their job, puts all the financial responsibility on her, all the childcare, except for when it comes to spanking, which is because in the Jehovah Witness religion, it is the father that disciplines the child and hands out the corporal punishment. So you were following in that same line as well. So you completely became a stranger, someone that she no longer living under her house, and you expected her to accept that, go with it, and be happy about it?
Molly, are you saying that I had this source of happiness for my family before I started reading the Bible? Are you saying that my prior self would be the ideal source where everyone should turn to?
Oh no, I definitely do not believe that you're ideal in any aspect of anything. You were not the husband she chose. You were not the husband she married. No, let me finish. You were not the husband she married, the husband that she chose to spend her life with.
Yeah, the husband she chose to spend her life with, are you saying that he had the source of family happiness? Like the whole world?
Obviously to her, you did, or she would not have married you. You became a person that no longer offered her any any
So,
support in any
what is,
aspect or not. You are the one that would sit there and throw script and verse at her, trying to convert her to Jehovah's Witness, trying to get your daughter into that shit, and she wasn't
No,
gonna have it.
what was your marriage vow to your own husband?
I'm sorry?
What was your marriage vow to your own husband?
Marriage vow.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, you said that my wife chose to marry me because she thought I was X, Y, and Z. The marriage vow is to love someone in sickness or good health. So now, if my wife, if you're saying,
So are you sick? Is that what you're saying? Are you sick now? Is that what's
No,
taking
Molly,
place?
it
You
says
have a
that-
sickness.
it says in sickness or good health, that means all
Right,
the time.
okay, so are you sick?
No, Molly, that means all the time. There's no in between.
Okay, so are you sick?
Yeah, I'm dying.
Are you dying?
Yeah, we're all dying.
Okay, so
That's
are you
dishonest.
going? Stukes, no, you're on the battery. You're on the computer. No, come on. That's it. Plugged. Sorry, hold on. My dog unplugged my computer. My battery's dying. No wonder my computer's
Is the
feeding
marriage
up you long. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm back. So, go, guys. Go.
Yeah, if the marriage vow is to love them at all times, and that coincides with the scriptures that love endures forever.
Look, Mark,
Okay, does
what-
your
what
love
we're
endure?
saying-
So, okay.
Jesus
So then why
Christ,
did you
man.
divorce her?
Well, Jesus said there's only pretty much what happens in the world.
No. Love endures forever and ever. You made your vow, so why did you divorce her?
Yeah, because it said in the world people divorce for any ground, but one thing that this pretty much God allows is that if there's sexual immorality, if the person cheats as an adulterer, then he can divorce them.
Oh, so
That-
do you
that-
reckon that everyone then should divorce if there's adultery in the
It-
family, that they can't work it out?
No, everyone has to choose for themselves, but whenever you commit
So you
adultery,
chose to use that biblical script for your out.
no,
So
when
you
someone,
essentially did a Jehovah Witness cop out and left. Brilliant.
when
Bravo.
someone is an adulterer, Molly, they're being unfaithful. They're actually breaking the marriage vow. The vow is to love your husband. So
And you already did. And I've explained to you, you already did. You broke
No.
your vows in a different manner. You didn't have sex with another person, but you did as bad, if not worse, because your adultery lasted a lot longer than hers.
But Molly, where do you go? Like, where do you go to get solid advice on what makes a family life happy?
Not you.
Yeah, I know it's not me, but where? Like, we can both agree on that it's not me.
I don't
But
go to the
mean,
Bible. I don't go to the Bible for it.
Yeah, so you go anywhere except
I
me
use
and the
my own.
Bible.
No, I use my own common sense.
Yeah, and do you ever make mistakes?
And I've been married over 20 years, so I think it's working brilliantly.
Damn, man, it's not hot.
Yeah, but why is it working?
Because I have respect for my husband.
Yeah, that's what the
First
Bible
and
says.
foremost.
The Bible says that a wife should show deep respect for the husband.
And the husband should show deep respect for the wife.
Yeah, it says that he should love his wife the way he loves his own body. So he should feed and cherish.
Well, you must not treat your body very well. You know what? You know what would be brilliant, Mark? If you could actually have a conversation without incorporating your whole Jehovah Witness script into it and actually act like a human being. Because right now, I can well imagine if I had been married to you, I would have divorced you so much sooner.
But
I would have got into my car and you would have seen nothing but dust. Because to have to live with you and speaking the way you do, I can't even imagine what her life must have been like.
But you don't need to force me, Molly, because that's based on what you said, your common sense. So like it doesn't actually make sense. Like you would divorce me. Like we both agreed on that you should have deep respect for each other, but you
I would
sacrificed-
divorce you because you turned your back on me, and that's what you did to your wife.
No, I would say that my understanding of what love is was refined.
Why are you divorced then?
Because my wife, she didn't understand what love was. Her love was.
And your love was what? To your congregation, to your newfound religion, to your minimum wage job, to your own personal desires overrode your responsibility to your family.
Like my wife leaned on her own understanding, the same way you said you would do, and she followed her heart. But our heart is deceptive, and it's.
And yours has
It's
deceived you
incurable.
along with your congregation and your religion.
Well, that's why I don't follow my heart. I would lean on.
You know, it's pretty
like,
amazing, Mark, that you have all this insight. Yet again, I'm going to tell you, I told you this was going to happen.
Yeah, and be fair, whenever you told me it was going to happen, I always said there's a 50-50 chance it would happen because.
Well, that
I'm
fucking
not-
turned out to be 100% probability there, and it did happen the way I said it was going to happen. So while you had your head up your fucking Jehovah Witnesses' asses, your wife was sick and tired of your shit, tired of being neglected, tired of being treated like a second-class citizen in her own home, tired of having to take all the financial responsibility, care for the child, care for the home, and deal with your shit 24/7. So you know what? I don't agree with what she did. I think it's shitty that she had an affair. I think it's really egregious that she's doing this thing with other men to your daughter, but it happened, and you only have yourself to blame.
Yeah, no, Molly, I knew that there was a period where my wife was earning more than me, but before we separated, I was earning more than her, and when you talk about raising the child, I was picking the child up from school and dropping the child to school and bringing her to the park. My wife, her upbringing for the child would be setting her in front of a television. And that's what
You
we
know
do now.
that's rich. That's rich because you know what? When everything was going well, you said your wife was a good mum, and now you're backpedaling on that. Now
No,
you're trying to throw that she was a shitty mum, and all she did was set the child down in front of the telly. Come
No, that's
on,
what- that's
Mark.
what
Come
she's saying.
on, Mark. Come
That's what
on,
she's saying
man.
now, Molly. But yeah,
No, that's shitty. You're being dishonest and you're being shitty. Don't try and make yourself super dad and say that your wife was shit.
No, I'm not saying that would be you'd be listening to what I'm saying and concluding that, but I wouldn't say
Yeah,
that
because
about
you
it.
just said your wife's idea of taking care of child was setting her down in front of telly. So yeah, you're implying your wife was a shitty mum.
Molly, lots of women all over the world do that. They put their children in front of the television. Like, my grandparents
You
did.
know what? I need to take a moment. I need to take a moment from you. I need to just go ahead, let Declan and someone else talk.
All right, I'll crush Mark's cock for you.